G'day friends! Today in this episode, which is the 6th episode, so I need you to fasten your seatbelts because we are on a drive towards talking about TV shows. So here I am in Hogsmeade and just walking, looking at this beautiful place. We can have tea and so on, but we'll be talking about TV shows, okay? So I know you are seemingly excited for this. I know you've been waiting for this your whole life. So yeah, here I am trying to fulfill your needs by talking about this topic. And I guess please don't take me seriously. I rarely ever take myself seriously. So hey, anyway, let's say the first show we'll be talking about right at this moment would have to be vampires. And not just any vampire. A vampire who writes who journals. I mean, who doesn't do that? A vampire who journals is a vampire well behaved and just smart, just journal. All you have to journal is to be a perfect vampire, just journal, okay? Unless you're not, then you don't have to. It's not necessary at all. I'm totally kidding, but apparently what I'm talking about is the Vampire Diaries. So the Vampire Diaries is pretty popular, especially even nowadays, because I've rewatched it actually, maybe 2 times, whatever. So I've learned a couple of things. I forgot his name though. Oh yeah, Stefan. I'm kidding. Stefan. So he's the journaling guy. He's the journaling vampire dude you see in the next neighborhood of yours. Just journals every time he feels sad, which is very healthy, a very good coping mechanism. But then here's the other non-vampire person. What was her name? Oh, damn. I have memory issues. Okay, this needs to be resolved as soon as possible. Remind me, people, to book an appointment with Brainiac. Well, it's my Brainiac. I mean, it's more very smart person who knows how brain works. I mean, to be fair, I also kind of know how it works because I've studied psychology, but not neuroscience. Though I did learn about it even besides my actual studies. So I was a nerd, folks. I was a real nerd. Anyway, that's not the topic of today, and we are digressing. Okay, so let's say I was in the Vampire Diaries. What would I do? I would talk to, oh my god, I really have memory issues, what the hell? Anyway, I would talk to the guy who hasn't been becoming a vampire for a very long time, exactly what I'm looking for. Because who wants to be a vampire, You have to bite people, and that doesn't feel so nice. I mean, I like things that are chewy, not so hard, Something like rice, for example. You don't need to chew hard on it, to get blood or whatever. Okay, this is getting gross. But hey, this is what it is. Vampire Diaries. So, I mean, if it's not your favorite show, to be honest, it's totally understandable, especially if you were bitten by a human being, which is understandable. Again, you should not fear anyone. Trust me, I'm not a vampire myself. I don't think anyone can be a vampire in real life unless you go on Halloween and pretend you're a vampire, then you are not a vampire. Just look like one. If you look like Stefan, then you sure are in great hands. Okay. So yeah. Just be careful out there. You never know who will bite you, including human beings. There's no vampires in real life, but just be careful. There are people who bite. not just their lips. Duh. Okay, so let's just cut this gap. Alright, so the next show is, let me tell you, it's this juiciest show of all time. It's the Gossip Girl. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but I know what happened in the end, so I'm just gonna talk about like random things my head randomly says. Okay, communication. So, if I were the infamous Gossip Girl, I would honestly say something like, "Hello, Eastsiders, go north because you left your closets there. XOXO, Gossip Girl." You see, this is how they speak, or I mean, the Gossip Girl sounds like, even though it's okay. I'm not gonna spoil. Okay, so that's it. That's how this sound feels like. I mean, sounds like to me, and so I'm copying the one who's talking in the show. Okay, so by saying closets there, because they wear a bunch of a lot of clothes. I could be rating them one by one, but they're too many, so I can't handle that. It would be like the show would finish before I ever do or did. So quite complicated. It's not easy, people. Okay. Especially since I'm a fashionista. Yeah, look at my outfits here. Like, can you even... Okay, fine, I don't have money for this to buy an outfit for my character, okay? I admit it, and I'm proud, okay? But I'm trying to work my way through it. I've sold so many of my outfits in this game that it's just embarrassing. Almost got naked, but hey, in the game, which is not the case. It will never happen, but I'm just saying this because I just thought I'd say this. Alright, it's time to jump. Wow, that's the best swimsuit you can ever use to swim in. Alright, so what else would I say in the Gossip Girl? Okay, I'm pretending that I'm the narrator, alright? So, alright. Okay. Howdy, Eastsiders. Look at the other side and you'll see my horse, and that is me. The horse. XOXO, Gossip Girl. Oh my god. I sound hilariously dumb, but hey, it's fine. Like, I'm okay with it. Trying to sound like a cowgirl. Has no cows living nearby. Okay, I'm not a farmer, so yeah. So let's switch to a different topic, a different show that will intrigue you for sure. It's called You. No, it's not you in the show. I bet you wish, but it's not you, unfortunately. I'm talking about the you. Again, it's not you. Oh, viewers, please understand this. You have to watch Netflix. Okay, it's the You TV show. That's what it's called. You. It's referring to me, not you. Right? Kidding. Yeah, I wish. So it's this guy called Joe Goldfish, I remember. So if this guy, Joe Goldberg, but I will call him Goldfish, fell in love with me, I would honestly set him up with my enemy. And guess who's my enemy? That's the enemy whom I suppose you'd know her. She's very famous, very popular. I wouldn't say popular, but I think Goldfish would like her. So her name is, I don't know if she has a name, she's just a creature. I think she's a rat. Yeah, I think she's a rat, and she lives nearby him. So, and this rat appears to be obsessed with him. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. Why don't I set them up and bring two lovers together? That would be dope. Okay, so then what would I do? Obviously, I would live in the North Pole with no Wi-Fi But I would use it last minute before I leave and say something, text something like, "Hey, Mr. Goldfish, I see you have met your type. Okay, bye, and to Mars I go." And then he'll never see me again, and they fall in love. He just has to get to know the rat. I mean, have you seen the show? I mean, movie Ratatouille? Rats are awesome, but it's my enemy in real life, so I'm sure they belong to each other. So wouldn't that be a great show? Okay, I'm really weird. Alright, so this is it. I believe we've talked enough about random TV shows you've never seen, but I have. I'm just kidding, you've probably seen some of them, but who cares? Really. Wait, have I not seen you? Are you in Hogsmeade? Where am I? I thought I just... No, this has to be Hogsmeade. Right? Oh my god, this is crazy. Did I like teleport or something? Oh my god! I'm freaking out! Okay. Okay. I'm a lost human. Alright, so don't be bitten by a human or a vampire in the show if you act like a vampire, which is non-existent. Alright, so I guess this is it for today.